Karina.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our call. We are super excited to be covering more detail and wellness evaluations refined. And we are so eternally grateful and thankful for Karina's great initiative to start a Telegram amazing page for us. And I'm going to ask her to go into the detail of it, explain to you everything that is there already to assist you. And then I'm going to run through a wellness presentation with you, sort of as a role play to explain to you how you will do a wellness evaluation to get the best results. So over to you, Karina. Let's go.
Oh, thank you.
Was my first time.
Guys, okay, so what happened, I have to tell you, I asked Carol if I could be on her 10-day marathon to just see how she does things, because she's always so thorough. And then I was so amazed to see what she does. She runs her marathon on Telegram, and she had all these topics, and I was so impressed. I showed Howard, I showed everybody I could show. And then 2 days later, Howard woke up and said he couldn't sleep because he woke up in the middle of the night thinking we have to use this for our wellness evaluations. So that's what we did. Okay, so I put this together for us to use as a tool, like the 10-day lab is a tool for our customers. This can be a tool for us, for everybody that wants to do wellness evaluations to get people into 10-day challenges or into lifestyle challenges. Okay, so I know last week we were talking about the doing the wellness evaluations, and I've done some, and I've done some more last week. And so I've got a little bit of experience, and I've learned a lot while I tried to do them. So, and I put all that into this. It's a group on Telegram, but it's more almost like a workshop website for us. Okay, so let me show you what it is about, and then I really hope I can inspire you to use this to build your own businesses, but also for us to get excited and to support each other. Okay, so I'm going to start. Okay, it's called DTC Wellness Evaluation. We will share the links in the groups tomorrow, so that you can start to join. Okay, it's a Telegram group, so what you can do a lot of things in Telegram, as you know. And we all are there already because we want to be on do our bots there. Okay, so but it's an activation tool. It will help us to actually go do the work. Go do your 5 invites every day, start your conversation, keep the conversation going. So I've got a section for each of these steps, and we'll go through them now. And then you do your evaluation, and then you get your 3 referrals, you get your people to get their products, help them and support them on the 10-day challenge. And then after 14 days, do the evaluation with the referrals. Okay, so it's going to be like a machine if we get this thing right. So what I would really, I'm hoping to inspire you to engage very actively in these groups, to tell us if you have issues, if you have to share your amazing results and empowerment, and to share your journey, to use the resources here. I put all the resources that I could think of, but I'm sure we'll add some as we go along. And to then really go and practice your wellness evaluation so that we can get our teams full. So if you just look at, okay, here I've got, this is what we're working towards, okay? If we can start as a player for our first lap, And we do our own 80 volume points that we do every lap. 80 volume points is not the worst. We can do 80 volume points. And we can,
Can
and
do
in our
more.
second, we can do more. Exactly. I think that would be the minimum. And then our second lap, we can be an assistant captain. These are for new people, okay? If you can be an assistant captain with your upline and the second lap, so an assistant captain needs 2 players, okay? And those 2 players must each have at least 80 volume points. So now we've got your team has already got you and 2 players contributing to the volume in that team. And then we from lap 1 we start doing wellness evaluations with the aim to fill up our own team. So by the 3rd lap, if you can, it's not, this is in an ideal world, okay? After doing all these wellness evaluations, I realized that everybody's not going to join that by 10 days. And everybody's obviously not going to use the products, but most of all, even if they use the products, maybe they don't want to use the 10 days as a support structure. So I'm going to rather support them in lifestyle group, and I'm going to follow up individually with them. But I can still get my 3 referrals from them. Okay, so by lap 3, the idea is that you have, or lap 4 or whatever, you decide how fast you will go, that you will then have a full team of 8 people plus you. Okay, so lap 1 and 2, you learn the ropes, you do the thing, you, the player, you see what your captain does, and hopefully by lap 3 or 4, you will have your own team, okay? And when that happens, you will be able to make 5,000 to 10,000 rands from that team if you do it right, okay? And doing it right means helping your players to get enough products to get good results. And that's at least 80%, 80 volume points. Yeah. Okay. So it's about 3 products. So shake PDM and a tea, or a shake PDM and an aloe, or whatever they need, how you can personalize their program to get their best results. But for the people that are serious, then you obviously want to then carry on doing that and get yourself 2 full teams. And once again, in an ideal world, it looks wonderful, but those people, you're going to get assistant captains there that are going to go out of your group and start their own team. So you'll have to fill them up, and you'll be getting people that want to stop for whatever reason. Maybe they want to maintain and they don't want the support anymore. Maybe they don't want to weigh every day anymore. But there are people going to fall out of your teams that you have to fill them up. So you will find your own way to see how you get to those 2 teams, because ultimately, I mean, if you're in this business, you want to make about 10 to 20,000 rand at minimum in a month to make it worth your while. And then we get the super captain. Those are the people that want to go to the get team level, and there you need 5 teams. Your own 5 teams, but you then, by that time, you're going to also have other teams in your organization. Okay, but we're not going there now. This is just a starting, just to explain to you where we're going. Okay.
Sure.
So just get back here. Okay, so what I've done is I've got a little bit of marketing plan here, information, and I want you to really go and think about it. Where are you? Where do you want to go? And then also look in the general, because that's now where we're going to actually start tonight, is to go and decide what you want to do. Are you committed to do this? Please show us if you're committed. How are you going to do your time management? Because that's something I really figured out that is really crucial. Because before I know it, if I don't book that wellness evaluation and I put it in my diary, it doesn't happen. If my prospect says, oh, maybe Monday or Thursday, I might have time, it doesn't help me, because Thursday comes and goes, and then I haven't done the evaluation. So I've got to pin people down and say, please, let's do it. Let's book this time, 20 minutes, half an hour. go make yourself a cup of coffee and come and sit in a quiet space with me, and let's have a look at your wellness. And then also I want you to have think about the resources and how you're utilizing them. Have you watched the trainings? Have you printed out your wellness evaluation forms, your weekly record sheets? How are you going to set up your business? Okay, then we're going on to now number 3 is to send out your 5 connections. I have a little script here for you, but obviously you're going to make it your own, but you can use it as a base. But the idea is to send out at least 5 connections every day. How are you? What are you up to? I hope you're well. This one says, I'm reaching out because I recently embarked on a journey. But this message is going to go over like 5-6 messages, guys. And maybe even a call. This is not, you don't just whip all your 5 people with this message. Okay, please understand. It doesn't work. They're not going to talk to you. You want to first make connection. Okay, but first you just connect. Okay, then number 4 is to keep the conversation going. I've got the form thing in there for you. So if you forget, it's family, occupation, recreation, message. So show real interest in what they're up to in their lives, what's happening. And yeah, it's also really nice to find out about family. A lot of people have family overseas, and you can then already, sow the seed or think about building a team for them in America or in the UK or wherever. Okay, then the next step is the wellness evaluation. So I've got the video in there and the paperwork. You can just go print it out. And for me, I must tell you, I have to print this out. I have to sit with this thing in front of me and physically ask the questions. And it's otherwise, I won't get through all the different things that I have to. And then Elsa's got a lovely document for us that I must still add here. I just downloaded it now. I didn't have a chance to create it. With the, all the information that we can add value in with the wellness evaluation. How you can work out their protein factors, how you can tell them about the products and what the products are going to do, how you're going to figure out what they need, and to give them some wonderful information. Okay, then we're going on to, so you must decide how many you want to do. If I do 1 a day, then it's better than nothing. It's 100% increase for me. But if a full-time person only does 1 a day, you're not gonna get there fast enough. Okay, so I think full-time people really need to think about 2 a day. Okay, but anyway, so
Lots of work has to happen before you have 2 a day.
I needed to start at 1 just to get myself organized. Yes. Okay. So, and then the admin, obviously, after that, we spoke about that last time. You have to help them to sign up, choose the one of the 3 things. Are they going to be full retail, PC, or a member? And you can send these messages. We will populate this. Please, please, please. If you have a nice thing that works for you, please put it in here. We really, really want to all work together. And if you need something and you say, oh, I said this and my prospect didn't reply favorably and I don't know what to do, tell us. Okay, then we can all support each other. Yeah. And then obviously after that, you've got to help them to enroll into the 10-day or the whatever program you want to. And here's some videos that you can send. We've got a lovely video as well that Amarie made us to tell them, to let them know how it is. And you have to get them onto Telegram. You've got to send them the info.
Amarie's video as well here.
Okay, will you please do that for me? I didn't have my hands on it at the moment, at that time. So, and then you've got to get the photos, the starting weights, make sure that they've got a scale, their products, send their shopping lists. So the beauty of this waiting room, and I didn't know what to number it, so I just put it at the bottom, is that we can put people in this waiting room, our own waiting, not this one, obviously. You make a group on Telegram or Facebook or WhatsApp, or if you, even Facebook, and you put them in there and you count down the days until the next challenge. And then when it's day one, or there's 1 day left for before the challenge, then you help them to start getting onto the group. Okay. And then after that, we have our follow-up call 14 days later. And I think Elsa's going to talk a lot about that also now. And that's where you really start working those referrals. But this call is going to mean nothing if you didn't help your person to get a good result. Because this is what you can go back to and say, yo, I'm so impressed with your amazing result that you got on the 10 days. How do you feel? And then you can talk about how you can contact those names that she gave you or he gave you. And are you going to do, if they are PCs, obviously, then they don't want to contact these people in a 3-way call with you, because they just want to be customers and they will give you referrals. You are going to sign them up in their PC number. Okay, it's just quite an important thing, because if they ever decide to do the business, those are their people. You can't take them away if they've signed up as PCs already. Okay, so you sign them up under that person, but they're still your customers. They're not there. That person's not going to work with them. If you if they decide to do the business and they sign up as a distributor, then you want to do 3-way calls with the wellness evaluation to teach them how to help their new people. Okay, any questions, please weigh me with them in the thing here. I'm just here for a short time. I'm going to run away quickly just now. Okay, and then from there, I'm going fast, so I really want you to spend time with this. Okay, that's the follow-up call. So, and then, yeah, so then you just get those people then to start with step 1. Your people that signed up as distributors. You muted us?
Yeah. Yeah, so then the duplication process can start. Okay,
Yes.
Can you guys give Karina, you don't need to do it in the chats. You can unmute yourselves and go crazy, clap your hands, make all the noises you can, because I think she has done an amazing job to make it easy
Big
for
pleasure.
us. And she did
Let's
it all on her own. She took the initiative and she said to me, what do you think of this? And I was like, really, this is amazing. Thank you so much. You are the bestest best. So,
pleasure. Let's just talk there and please just
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the big thing is for you to decide that you want to use it. She's done all this work. And to really support and help us to make it easier, that you've got all the information at a drop of a hat. But obviously, it's only really work for us if we participate. You know, if you try it, you do the evaluations, you see there's something I find that makes it easier, you use a specific script that is working well, because it's all of us working together to really get this business through the winter and really build big business towards the end of the year. So I'm eternally grateful. Obviously, we've all been doing wellness evaluations for all these years. It's wellness evaluations refined, as we said. And I think the initiative and the training that we got from Sarah and everybody around, how can I say, the EMEA, really working with marathons. But for a lot of us, everybody says, where can I get the customers? Where am I going to get my other customers? That is everybody's question. And it's so hard to get it from the cold market. But if you work this correctly, you will have referrals to no end, because people are willing to give you 3 names. and you work the 3 names,
Very
you work the 3 names, you know, there's a book called Refer of a Lifetime, and that will allow you to never have to go to the cold market. And warm market will always be so much easier when a person has confidence. But the initial hard part is for you to do the work to get to 2 evaluations a day. Let's get clear. That is where the work is lying. It's not actually in doing the evaluations. It's and then to do the follow-up. When you've got those 3 names, when you're doing a good service, and you start working with that person's circle of influence, and not everybody's going to buy it. That is true, but your chance of having success is just
much higher. Much higher.
1,000% better when you are working with
1,000.
your market. It is just absolutely the truth. So,
Definitely.
if Karina's going to stop share, you have stopped share. I'm going to just share again. Yeah. So I'm just going to share. Listen, guys, this is a wellness presentation that we've used for shake parties, and it is really just a guide to help you, especially for the newbies, to have something to talk with. Maybe sometimes you will show this to a person, or you will not even show it. It will be a guide for you, so that you know what you're going to say next. Okay, and this is something that you can use it as shake tasting. You can use it on a wellness presentation. It's a general slideshow that we've used many times with presentations, but we just thought if we give you something that you can talk through, that it will also make it easier for you to have a sequence of a guide, and you can have it on your phone, you can print it up in a booklet, you can have it on your laptop, you can talk over the phone. A lot of my evaluations wasn't really a video call or a Zoom. It was mostly, sending the questionnaire out to people, and then getting them to give me the answers, and that's not personal enough. So when you're starting with somebody, you want to always first, like she says, do forming, talking a little bit about the person, and just say, listen, this is a lot of issues that we're all struggling with. People over the world have a fast lifestyle. We are overfed and undernourished. You don't have to go into a lot of it. It's always nice if you can show the picture as well. But because people sort of relate with what they are seeing, and they're eating lots of food, but they're not getting a lot of nutrition in that food. And that, at the end of the day, it's what is behind it that you want to make sure that you are not getting that many calories in, but that you get a lot of nutrients. So people are eating way too much, but they're not getting the nutrients that they need. And so they almost continually, nibbling, eating, not planning their meals. And then you can go to your own story, that you've been struggling, because people like to relate to your own story. Then you're going to take your own. I used to be a yo-yo dieter. All my, okay, this is not my story. That's, I exercise like crazy. Okay, I'll need to update. But okay, the whole thing is that you want to share your own story here. I used to skip breakfast, not really eat during the day. I hated exercise, and had no energy, lots of health issues. And then when I started with the products, I felt amazing. And here I am, almost 30 years later, still staying in shape, feeling younger at age 63 than I was at 34. So you want to really package your own story. That is very important. But the key thing is that people understand that they need to have a balance in nutrition. They need to have 30% from their fats, 40% from good carbs, and from their proteins, and that it's important to balance your nutrition. We need to have enough protein in our diet, and often people don't even know how much protein they should be eating, and your muscle burn 3 times more calories than fat. So you really want to up your muscle and bring down your body fat, and that is the goal. So looking at this girl, she is 3 kilos heavier. And this is something that I often use in our 10 days, especially when a person gets a little bit stuck on their weight, is that they really need to learn to balance your nutrition throughout the day. Exercise helps you, and eating correctly helps you to build your muscle mass, and that you really want to shape up and feel amazing. And now you can go into, let's look at you. When you were in your 20s, what did you weigh? What did you weigh when you left school, when you got married? And what is your weight now? What happened to you over the years? And let's see, if you're going to continue on that path, you will probably, get lots of health issues. But with our program and support, you can lose about 200 grams a day and 2 kilos in about 10 days. So let me show you what it is all about. And then you go into the detail of the wellness profile. And we did a little bit of this already last week. Where are you currently? What is your health? What are you looking to achieve? And whether you want to look at weight loss, energy, wellness, fitness, weight gain, and what is your diet and lifestyle now about? And obviously, yeah, I've now just touched already on my journey. And for me, the best part is that I've been able to maintain this weight loss. And what have you got coming? Do you have an event? Do you have something specific that is going to motivate you? And now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you? And again, yeah, a big part is to actually find out what are they spending on their food, because this handles the money issue for you as you go along. Are you buying your lunch out? Are you going to often for coffees, alcohol and drinks? And then going to, okay, so this slide, sorry guys, we'll have to move one further, because this is where you can actually now look at height and weight, and how much water they are doing. So we really want to help people to choose their protein count and how much water they should be taking. And sorry, I will move this slide. But yeah, you have a scale where you can actually go and look at their height and weight and say, this is the amount of protein you need, because you want to get specific with them. And once you've been able to determine what their protein count should be, then that also helps them to get clear why they're needing our products. Okay, so then you want to always say, listen, I've got given you lots of information now. Did you find this valuable? And again, you can also watch Sarah's video again. She just does it so easily. And I would really encourage you to find a practice partner, as we call it, and that could be a prospect, but you do this evaluation until a few times until you feel comfortable and really have got it down that you can get the results. So now the person you've come to a point where they're saying, I'm ready to do this. They've answered you that they are serious. And so let's go through your options. But one of the things that's really a key thing here is that I can offer you a discount, but I'm going to ask you to give me names of 3 to 5 people. I'm not going to do anything with it now, but who do you think will also benefit from this wellness evaluation? And you get their names. And you say, I'm not going to call your friends. I want you to get amazing results so that we can go back to these people and maybe help them too. So now we're going to go back to what she's actually choosing. We've got many great programs. Our Shake PDM is often the best you want to start with. And then you book already. Choose their program. So now we're going to look at really what is their target. Do they want more energy? They've already determined, given you a few clues: weight loss, weight gain, healthier living. Some people don't want to do the 10-day challenge, like Karina has said. And now you will run through our 4 products and just say the shake is the absolute most important. You want to have a balanced meal. You want to get the best nutrition. Our protein drink mix, for me, those 2 are married. That helps you to get to 15 to 24 or 16 to 24 grams of protein. And that is where we really want to get you fuller for longer. You get amazing results. You get your aloe, your tea, your multifiber. And often you will now find out that people have specific tummy issues. You could go into that, and then you can go to the programs, or they could then again choose whether they want to go to the discount. Sorry, the images didn't copy through properly here. But again, here you're handling the price. The shake is working you out 27 Rand a meal. And if you're looking at a cafe latte and a blueberry muffin, you are looking at around 60 Rand. But you could relate this now back to what they gave you on what they're spending daily. So you will always refer back to the things that they are saying to you and what your day will look like. Yeah, this is what we're going to support you with. This is where the 10-day challenges will come in. We'll give you a meal plan. We'll help you. But this is what your everyday will look like. And now we can determine whether you want to first try and be a full retail customer. Do you want to be a preferred customer and eat at a discount? Or do you think you want to go immediately right into distributor, get a 25% discount because you know that some of those people, the names that you gave me, we will probably get them to maybe become a customer and help you to fund your own products. Some will say, no, I just want to be a customer. Let me first see whether I like it, whether I enjoy it. And then you will take it from there. And always sharing results. So I'm going to basically stop the share now. Let me do this. Okay. So yeah, guys, I think again, I want to say, Karina, thank you so much for setting this up. I don't know why the presentation's lost a few pictures, and we could always work on that presentation a little bit again. And remember, you need to bring in your own personality here. You will put your own story there. You might want to cut a slide and put a different one in because you enjoy a certain thing, or you want to bring in the snacks. And what I could also do is share the Canva with you because all of the products are also there. And you can pull into that presentation what you feel that you really want to touch on as well. I just wanted to create something, especially for newbies, so that you have a guide on what to talk about and what you wanted to mention in a wellness celebration. But as we refine this and really help each other to get better results, the key thing here is to get the 3 names and then to make sure that that person really gets amazing results. And, that you work the 3-way call after the 2 weeks when they have amazing results, so that you can get from those people, again, 3 names, and start building these people to be assistant captains and to grow into more captain teams and, really have the results. So please feel free to ask questions now. Is there anybody, Amu, you wanted to say something?
Hi, guys. I did 80% of it today with a lady, and I signed her up as a PC, and she already ordered a shake. So it worked for me today. I must just, like Karina said, start committing to getting those 5 people, inviting those 5 people, and actually, I must just make that decision of booking a wellness evaluation every single day, at least one.
We can also go back to a lot of our existing customers, a lot of people that are existing 10 days, and just say, listen, we've got a new wellness simulation, you've lost some weight, your stats have changed, let's get go and be specific and get, sometimes they're older, they need to now add up a new product, or, things like that you want to just refine it. But it's about, again, upping their program, but getting their 3 names so that, you could really work on finding new customers en route to giving a better service at the same time.
I think for those who haven't watched the video of Sarah Green yet, go check how she asks for referrals. She literally says, she has this whole script that she does, and then when she writes down the name, she looks down. She doesn't make eye contact at all, and she just waits. So it's absolutely genius because she's insisting on those referrals, and that's how she's currently building. Because like Elsa or Karina or whoever said, if you stay in your warm market, it's the easiest. To go to the cold market is hard, but if you stay in the warm market, it's really it's easier. So I've really sucked with getting referrals or asking for referrals. I get it just by sometimes, but I think this is going to be a game changer to keep your name list going.
Yeah.
So excited to actually get my first 3 referrals.
So who's can we see who's giving us a thumbs up that you're going to participate? Join if you I don't know, I think you've got to opt in, or how do they join that Telegram group? We've got to invite them in. Karina? Okay. So
I think they can just follow the link. I just followed the link.
Oh, we're going to share the link. We're
Okay,
going to
yes, I'm here. Yes, we're going to share the
We're
link.
going to share the link to everybody. We're going to refine that presentation. As I said, we could, just add, maybe I'll send it to the leaders and they can also tweak and throw 1 or 2 things maybe around, and then we'll share the PDF. Most of you have it already and we've shared it on the groups. But we just wanted to have that as a guide to make it a little bit easier, because lots of us have got the knowledge in our heads, so we can give the value over a call, like just thumbs up. But for a new person, sometimes it's not that easy, so we wanted to just give you that few slides as a guide to, be easier to talk through. But let's do this. Let's up the game. I'm very excited, and thank you again to Karina and everybody for everybody that makes a contribution. But let's work on this together, and we can all get better with it. Okay, so you guys excited? Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Have an amazing week. Okay, and remember, we've got Saturday in Cape Town. We've got our tasting on Saturday. Please, let's get lots of guests there. We're going to focus on the wellness evaluations there as well. So it's going to be great. Thank you so much. See you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye.